Hello, we hope you're having a nice day. We're going to present our investment project called Bahía de Sal. The plan collaborators are Daniela Gaitán, Fernanda Rivera, Maximiliano Carvajal, and me, Mariana Ortega. 1. Nature of the project. Bahía de Sal is a micro company that distributes premium artisanal flor de sal from Colima. We sell exclusively through Liverpool Marketplace, offering customers a natural gourmet product that's easy to buy and enjoy. Our mission is to provide pure, high quality flor de sal that enhances everyday cooking through a simple online experience. Our vision is to become Mexico's leading flor de sal brand and expand international gourmet markets. Our values are quality, purity, customer focus, and accessibility through digital distribution. And following with this, we have the business objectives. In the short term, we want to build a strong online presence on Liverpool and increase the brand awareness. In the medium, we plan to expand to new online platforms and offer different packaging sizes. And in the long term, we want to enter international markets and sell other gourmet condiments, like maybe flor de sal with Jamaica or something like that. Now, with the industry market overview, the gourmet salt market is growing fast in Latin America. Many young people are willing to pay more for organic and sustainable products. There is a big opportunity in Mexico because awareness of healthy food is increasing, and the gourmet salt market is expected to grow from 0.71 billions in 2024 to 1.27 billions US dollars in 2028. Following with the second part, market research, the market segments, the mainly is the gourmet home cooks and food lovers. The second is the health conscious consumers. Our segmentation type is demographic and psychographic. The age range is from 25 to 69 years old, and their behavior is that they shop online and prefer trusted platforms and value authenticity over mass production. This is our survey design. We firstly ask questions to understand consumer habits, where they live, how often they buy salt, what type they use, and where they usually purchase it. And according to their answer in the last question, what type of salt they use. The survey can lead to two different types of questionnaires. It could be to if they are interested in flor de sal and a brief explanation of what it is, or to a questionnaire about the purchasing power that they have towards the flor de sal. So these are our survey results. Most consumers already buy food online, mainly through Mercado Libre and Amazon, and prefer sea salt, prioritizing quality. About the 72.7% are interested in trying flor de sal. They typically buy 250 to 500 grams every 1 to 2 months and value natural origin and low sodium. They see a fair price as 200 to 300 Mexican pesos per kilo and must fall within the middle to upper middle income levels. And now continue with customer behavior according to our survey results. First, we can see that our customers are from middle to high income levels called A, B, and C plus in Mexico. These people have enough money to buy premium or luxury products. So for them, flor de sal is not a basic salt, it's a special product that makes their food better. The second is that most of them already use sea salt, around the 70%. They choose it because it has better quality and is more natural. This is good for us because it means that they already understand the value of natural salt, so they will be more open to trying flor de sal. The third one is that our research shows that the 75.7% of people are interested in trying flor de sal. Also, 72% have already bought food online, for example, on Liverpool's platforms. This means that most of our target market is comfortable shopping online and they are already looking for natural and premium options. So to sum up, people with good income can afford our product. They already like natural salt, and they are active online buyers.
So for this following part that I'm going to explain from the market research, we basically didn't have to make many new adaptations since we this is what we planned from the beginning. The competitive landscape, we basically analyzed direct and indirect competitors to make sure to know the prices that they were selling with and the type of promotion that they were using. Since in our survey we didn't ask for what type of promotion were attracting the customers, so we have to do that based on the competitors. And also our pricing strategy is kind of based on how much are the competitors charging for the same product. So for this following part that I'm going to explain from the market research, we basically didn't have to make many new adaptations since we this is what we planned from the beginning. The competitive landscape, we basically analyzed direct and indirect competitors to make sure to know the prices that they were selling with and the type of promotion that they were using, since in our survey we didn't ask for what type of promotion. Then we made the distribution and promotion strategy. We basically are going to be distributing our product through Liverpool online to have a bigger reach in the national market. And we developed a promotion plan which we budgeted, and we planned some specific dates in which we will be making some promotions. Since we wanted to be promoted as a gourmet product, we are not going to be making that many discounts, but we are rather basing our strategy in having an added value to the product. Then we made the distribution and promotion strategy. We basically are going to be distributing our product through Liverpool online to have a bigger reach in the national market. And we developed a promotion plan which we budgeted, and we planned some specific dates in which we will be making. And for the positioning, as I mentioned, we basically decided to use the strategy of premium pricing to distinct ourselves from competitors. And we made a cost breakdown per unit, which is like about how much we are going to be spending in producing each of our jars. And we have to mention that the payment cycle it's depending on on how Liverpool collect the payment, because they are going to be the one that receive the payment, and in about 21 natural days they are going to give that payment to us after deducting their commission. And for the positioning, as I mentioned, we basically decided to use the strategy of premium pricing to distinct ourselves from competitors. And for profitability, we basically added our contribution margin, which is around 47%, which is like really good, but we did have to make a good margin because we're going to be paying the commission to Liverpool. And the discount policy, we basically are only going to be making discounts on that specific dates that we made as our promotion plan, and on the major Liverpool events like Ventas Nocturnas, El Buen Fin, and Cyber Monday. Then for profitability, we basically added our contribution margin, which is around 47%, which is like really good, but we did have to make a good margin because we're going to be paying the commission to Liverpool. And the discount policy, we basically are only going to be making discounts on that specific dates that we made as our promotion plan, and on the major Liverpool events like Ventas Nocturnas, El Buen Fin, and Cyber Monday. Then for profitability,
And now we're going to talk about the technical studies. So basically, we are going to start with the characteristics, which basically are light and flaky texture, slightly moist crystal, rich in minerals like magnesium and calcium, milk flavor, and nasal stitches without overpowering them. Basically, these are the characteristics of the salt. And for the product details, the packaging is about 250 milligrams jar with the company label. The shelf life that it's basically unlimited, but of course we also know that that of it doesn't have like an expired date, but you have to put like a recommended date to consume it. Then we have the storage that you have to put in normal room temperatures, and for last uses that is basically for finishing salt, not for cooking. And now we're going to the production process. So basically, we have the stage, the description, the duration of it, and the responsible for it. So to not making this long, I'm going just with the stage. So first, we're going to bind the packaging and labeling. Number two, delivering of the jars and boxes to the salinera. Then purchase the salt. Then filling and sealing. Then quality control. Then pick up the jars. Then distribution to Liverpool. Then collection of payment, and then accounting and records. Here we had to do like a lot of changes because we were that specific and we didn't put like a lot of things that we were missing, like the duration, and sometimes we had to change like the responsible of it. Then we're going with the raw materials. So basically, in this part we can see what we're going to need to make the product basically. For example, we have the glass, flor de sal, of course, the shell, the strip, the indirect cost like the gas, the commissions of Liverpool, and the labor. So basically, here we can see like the unit and like the price of it. Um, yeah, basically, it's like the calculations that we have for the cost of a product, basically. Then for the prices from the suppliers, we have, for example, again, raw material suppliers, price and source. Uh, we have from the raw materials the flor de sal, the boxes that we're going to need to transport the product, the cylindrical glass. We have three different suppliers just in case some of them they cannot cover. The shells and the strips. In this part, also we make a lot of changes. Like we have finding other suppliers and trying to find like the better price for it, so it doesn't affect our costs and basically trying to reduce them. Then we're going to the equipment required. And also we make like a lot of changes because we had to have more things like the office equipment and some machinery and computer equipment. So just going fast in this part, we're going with the jars, the conchas, the strip. Then we have the laptops, the smartphone office desk, multifunctional printer or scanner, office chairs, storage shelves, security system, Wi-Fi router, whiteboard, trash bins, trash bags, extension cords, the couch, paper thermic, cleaning accessory set, the bridge, first aid kit, and the candle. And now we're going to the installed capacity. So basically, we have the items, the maximum capacity, that's in units and per month, the user capacity and the unused capacity remarks. Basically, in this one, we had to like give more feedback about that. This one you can find it in the document, but basically, we choose it like the 60% of capacity because according to the study that we had, uh, we are expecting to sell around 550 uh, jars per month. So that's like we're producing a little bit more just in case that we need them. Basically, that's why we have the 60% in this part. And then we're going to the required labor. So basically, we can see here the position that we're going to have, like the general manager, the marketing and design, logistic and quality control, and accounting. In this one, we have to make in some corrections, like in the skills that we had to change some of them because they were not skills at all. Also, in this part, we can see like how it's going to be our office, basically with the storage room, so like the meeting area, the office, and the bathroom, of course, and also photo of the location where we're going to be settled, which we think that it's very strategical because it's very close to the highways that goes to the Salinera and to the main city. So in this part, we're going to talk about the statement of cash flow, in which basically this is only for year one. We can see like all the numbers that we have here. For example, we have like the initial investment, like 300, and how it's going to be changing through the months. This is help us to check the cash, like the inflows and outflows of the cash. And of course, I think it's one of the most important things that we need as a new startup, as a new company, because it's the way that you can see like how the money is moving and how where you're spending that money and where it's coming basically.
So for the projected results, basically during the first year, we see that our gross profit is around 762,000 Mexican pesos. That are obviously after checking out all of the fixed expenses, the depreciation, and the cost of production, we are going to be left with around 76,000 for the net profit, which is a profit that is growing through the years. In the year two, we're going to expect 77, which is like just a little more than the previous year, but it's still an increase. Then for year three, we expect 91,000, which is a little bigger increase. For year four, 105, and for year five, 121,000. So we can see that the income is supposed to be steadily increasing, and this aims for like a good financial stability. Then for the financial indicators, we made liquidity ratios, and basically it tells that the business has a strong liquidity. An acid test had a result of 2.25 and a working capital of 124,000 Mexican pesos. That shows that we can easily cover any short-term obligations and operate smoothly. From the borrowing, the debt levels are quite low and are decreasing over time, so the financial risk is safe and manageable. And the profitability, the efficiency improves as the asset turnover rises. The return on asset grows from 20 to 30%, and the return on equity from 28 to 38%, with a steady profit margin of 5%. So we have an interpretation basically across the 5 years that we analyze. The liquidity is going to remain high, the debt decreases, and the efficiency improves, meaning that we will have all of the ratios suggesting a stable liquidity, low risk, and strong long term financial performance.
And lastly, our financial evaluation or financial analysis shows that the project is solid and feasible. The minimum expected return for investors is 11.44%. The NPV is positive, meaning that the project creates value, and the IRR is higher than the required return, confirming its attractiveness. The payback period is relatively short, which reduces risk. So, overall, the strong projected sales, the good margins, the low operating costs, and the controlled debt make Bahia de Sal financially viable and a worthwhile investment.